Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Lazy Luna Plays. I'm your host, Lazy Luna. Today we're picking back up with the Ratchet and Clank game. Doing a little cleanup today, trying to collect a few additional gold bolts, maybe get some achievements along the way. So right now we are on the planet Iridia to finally collect that gold bolt we've been back to collect several times now. And it'll just be a short little jaunt. Of course there are a few enemies to defeat while we're here. Easily done. Alright. You guys are making it easy on me here. Now this has been a few days since I've played, so in the meantime there is an upgrade, patch 1.03 that has been released. Fixes some, well really it fixes some minor details. That patch 1.02 is actually what fixed the bug that originally crashed the game a few episodes back. Since I haven't run into any other issues in the meantime, I'm hoping this will prevent me from running into some in the future. Yes. Collect some ammos. Well, if it was for the right gun, that would have been nice. There we go. And looks like we have almost got the incinerator up to maximum level for this run as well. Once we've finished it, we'll have to find something else to keep us busy. Ooh. That jetpack definitely allows us to move around a lot faster. Alright. Last little bit of ammo there. Doesn't look like there's any bolts over here to collect, so that makes a bit more sense. Rather than trying to simply jump over to it. Get a little bit of a parkour course. And it looks like this might be another good spot to level up some of our weapons. Is there a nest here? No, it doesn't look like there is, unfortunately. However, there's always a few breakables along. There's a nest. So just have to remind ourselves not to get too close to it here. Get a little more experience for the weapons we don't really plan to use for the rest of the game. Oh yeah, that'll be a nice one. Close. One or two more. There we are. Ooh, get that noise off of there. Oh, and a gold bolt. Just kind of stumbled into that one. Alright, so what were we looking at here? The level 5 pyrocitor turns into the lavocitor. Pyrocytic fuel plus lava morph particles equals exploding victims and superheated embers. It's at that point that the embers actually come into effect from all the upgrades we've been doing here. So let's see what weapon we want to change over to now. Still need to do some in the combuster, the fusion grenade, and a pixelizer. Pixelizer's got a nice shotgun effect that would definitely come in handy here. see if we can try to get it right in the middle where we're not going to deal that much damage to the nests. That's unfortunate. We did actually destroy 2 of the nests there. Alright, Luna, start paying a little more attention here. Seem to come up on us from a side angle. Draw them all away first. That's better. Get a good bit of experience off of it. But we do have to try to be a little more conservative with the ammo here, since we don't have any respawns. Alright, Luna, be a little more careful. Well, that wasn't quite what I was trying to do. Oh well. Now we should have another teleportation pad here. So, since we finally got that gold bolt, let's check into doing a few upgrades here. Get a little more on the Levocitor here. Okay, so it's all Ember upgrades right here.
Wicked. Now you're almost too powerful.
A little curious what those do, but we'll find out the next time we use the weapon. For now, let's move on over to Rilgar. Got another gold bolt that we can collect there. And that O2 mask that we got last episode is what's going to help us get it. Need to go back down to the sewers here. Alright, now we could go the easy way and simply take the shuttle back, but where's the fun in that? Whole game is about platforming, so might as well play it how it was meant to be. Ah, yes. And here would be why we need that O2 mask. I believe that there is a hole in one of the ceilings that we can swim up through. Just have to locate it here. Well, that's definitely not it. Oh, a little bit of odd clipping there. So this was the area that we were trying to rush through as quickly as we possibly could for fear of drowning. Went up that direction. Let's see. Fairly certain that we did not go through here. Hey, I see a telltale glint of gold. And might as well get some bolts while we're here. Now, having gotten what we've come for, I do want to explore just a little bit more in this area to see if there might be a few more other side areas that we didn't quite get to. Doesn't look like there's anything there. Definitely a few crates we missed the first time around, but not the second. Nope. I should be getting on towards the end of the sewer. Yes. The last check here. Any other side pipes or areas in here? Doesn't look like it. Might have been a little bit more to it than I had thought. Yeah, there's the end. And all the way up. Doesn't look like we've got any underwater areas here either. So back up the elevator. Alright. Let's check into this guy.
I can't build you the weapon until you bring me all the Rhino Hollow cards.
Okay, so that is going to require us to get all of them rather than a piecemeal. What direction are we going here? This, I do believe. Yep.
Hey, wanna race again?
Not at the moment, but I appreciate the offer. Just gonna head back to our ship and find the next planet to do a little more cleanup on. Which one might that be? Got everything on Gaspar. Do have one on Battaglia here. We've also got one on Pokataru. Let's check out Battaglia first. And we had most of the upgrades when we came to this world, so it shouldn't be too difficult to actually find this gold bolt. Just need to take a quick look around the map and see what we can see. That almost ended in disaster. No, we don't want to use that one. We want the pixelizer. Oh well. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. We've always got a few here. Now that was the grind rail teleporter. It doesn't look like it wants us to get up on there. Wonder if that wasn't quite what was supposed to happen, I don't believe, but it did. I've already explored back here. Let's see what else we might stumble upon. Oh. How did I miss that one to begin with? It's just kind of hanging out there. still got one on Poketaru. Let's see if we can't make our way over there and... where might this take me? Yeah, back to the turret. Not the way we want to go, unless we want to try farming a few more enemies, which at the moment we do not. If we get to the point where we need to, we can always make a few more runs through a few more worlds. For now, though, we're going to head to Poketaru again. We did a pretty good job of exploring the entirety of this map. In order to have overlooked one, it would either have to be deep under that water or way out on the edge of the map. Now, once you get to a certain point in the deep water, you will have very large shark-like enemies that will come along and try to devour you. Well, not try, they flat out will. Let's see if we can just take a look around in the water here and try to spot any telltale glint of gold. Reflections off the water are making it a little difficult, but nothing too bad. It certainly does a good job of completely obliterating them. That's not going to let us take the ship again. Might be a little easier to see if we just simply swim around. Doesn't look like we've got any of them here. One there earlier. Or no, one of these arches at the very least. Let's see if we might have missed any. Since we're all about destroying things, gotta go for these explosive crates in the hopes that they will give us a few more bolts, which they do. Now just some color variations there. Looks like we've just about got the entirety of this area explored without seeing any more gold bolts. So let's head off in this direction, see if we can't find anything suspicious. Well, crates are definitely not suspicious, but definitely advantageous. Just that odd whirring again. Is it a motor from one of the boats, perhaps? This definitely looks like an area that can be climbed on. Hey! Awesome. That should just about make the final bolt for the cleanup. Do one last... Wow, that really was off the edge of the map. It doesn't look like we've got anything else we can go for here. Sadly, there's really not an upgrade we have available to us that allows us to swim underwater any faster. I know several of the original games for the PlayStation 2 era did actually have a hydro thruster upgrade. I don't think we have access to it here. Might as well collect some ammo while we're at it. I think we get a few bolts off of that as well. No? Must have just been bolts residual on the map. Alright. Anything we can use to upgrade? Just one. Since we are still working on the Levocitor, might as well spend that final one. Lavamorph isotopes. Explosions caused by lavamorph particles produce even more deadly embers. Alright. Completely overlooked that we were about to surround a cluster there. Okay. Well, we have done everything there is to do for cleanup outside of winning the race on Rilgar, the Gold Cup with a certain speed.
There's still something important to do on Rilgar.
And we can't get the Rhino until we've collected every card, so time to move on to Core 2 and see what this world has in store for us. Now there are a couple of challenge achievements that we can do on this one, and we do want to try to get it on the first rain through.
Ratchet to Rangers. I
All
landed in
right.
4-2, but I ran out of jetpack fuel.
Rex and I are heading over to the complex. We'll split up and keep radio contact. Good luck, team.
Drek Industries is up ahead. Let's move.
That was one interesting change, apparently. We had a small cutscene there that was just completely blocked. Would not allow it to be recorded. Effectively, it was Captain Quark being the massive jerk that he is and forcing us all into doing something that nobody really wanted to do that well. But we're here. Let's find out what we're doing here. Infiltrate the factory. We are trying to take down Chairman Drek. It's presented as if this is the final level, but I know, no final boss ever has a single form in a single level, so let's just explore and see what we've got here. Heavily industrialized world, and that is some nasty looking clouds there. Something tells me we probably don't want to fall off here either. Alright.
Okay, Ratchet?
So we've got some spring shots. Well, if we've got another Gadgetron vendor, we very probably have another weapon to purchase. And we definitely have enough bolts to purchase it with.
Oh, have I got something for you?
Ooh, the buzz blades. Now this sounds rather interesting. Launches jagged spinning discs that art through the air, bouncing around between enemies and walls to wreak havoc. That definitely sounds like something I want.
Good choice. Nice one. Buzz blades are a personal favorite of mine.
Right. Well, I do believe that will just about wrap it up for this episode of Lazy Luna Plays. I've been your host, Lazy Luna. If you would have any input, feedback, things like that, leave a like, favorite, subscribe, comment on it down below. Love to hear from all of you. But until next time, stay lazy, my friends.